We could survive that. We could survive that. We could survive it. Hello and welcome to We Could Survive That, your survival guide to the movies. My name is Jack, and today I am joined by a man who was once created by an artificial intelligence. It's Chris.
I honestly have no idea what to say.
No, I was hoping that was.
But hello, everybody. Anyway,
Yes. Marvel Phase 2 is
Phase 2.
over.
It's done and
now.
over.
Oh, no more Marvel Phase 2 films.
Marvel Phase 3, though.
Here we come.
Oh, I can't wait for it.
What a way to kick it off than with the epic Ant-Man?
Ant-Man? Yeah, first film of Marvel Phase 3, I
Yeah.
think. I hope this is right. Our first email will be, you got it all wrong.
Complaints. No, it's definitely the
First complaint. Apologies.
definitely the next one. So yeah, to say goodbye to Marvel Phase 2, we are gonna
Survive it.
Yeah, we're gonna survive it. Probably do a better job than most of the characters that
I died.
that didn't make it through phase.
Do you want to quickly list what films are in Phase 2, or should we just go through them?
It's shortlist: Iron Man 3, Thor 2, Captain America 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Age of Ultron.
Which we have watched, because we get it before everybody else.
Oh
Woo,
yeah,
woo.
oh yeah. Sucks. Yeah. Spoiler warning. It's the only one you're gonna get after Guardians of the Galaxy. We're gonna talk about Age of Ultron. We're called We Could Survive That. We talk exclusively about deaths. People
But
die.
people
and we
always
will
die.
talk about
we
it.
talk about that.
So you have
But-
been warned. I will not warn you again.
So
Chris might try to warn you again, but I'll just shout at him.
basically,
Stop warning them!
I'm just summing up what you said. After Guardians of the Galaxy, if you've not seen Age of Ultron yet, do not continue listening because there are spoilers.
Yes.
Okay, that is your last spoiler warning.
Ever.
No more.
No more spoiler
We should probably put a
warnings.
spoiler warning in the description, but I'll leave that up to Jack.
No, can't be asked.
Brilliant.
Spoiler, it's such a long word.
So, it's such a long word. So no more spoilers from now.
No. Right.
Warnings, I meant.
Warning, yeah.
Ugh.
Iron Man 3 then. Better than Iron Man 2?
Better than Iron Man 2.
Not as good as Iron Man 1.
No, the first Iron Man was probably,
Or the Iron Giant.
or the Iron Giant,
Or the Iron Lady.
or the Iron Necromancer.
Oh, yes. Oh, we brought him back, did we?
Oh yeah, yeah.
We brought him back for
He
the
is the
sequel.
greatest hero. He can't die. He's a necromancer. Or if he
Isn't
does die, he just resurrects himself because he's that
Oh.
powerful.
He's, yes, cunning necromancer.
So Iron Man 3.
Maya is the botanist lady that makes the explodey plants that cause so much trouble in Iron Man. The
Was
Extremis formula.
Extremis. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. She is killed by not the Mandarin Aldrich Killian, who shoots her when she threatens to take Extremis.
To inject herself with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to know how I would survive it?
Yep. Let me know.
I would just take the Extremis after I'd been shot. Because Extremis, for some reason, heals you. And
But
makes you
it can also
hot.
make you explode as well.
Yeah. But that's fine. I would have taken Killian down with me.
You would have
yeah,
killed Stark.
that's fine.
What do you mean that's fine?
There's still,
we need him.
There's still Rhodey out there. War Machine. He's cool.
Yeah, but Stark's
Jarvis can be
Stark's in-
Iron Man. The suits are all controlled remotely in that film, so
yeah,
the
majority of
world
them.
would be fine. The president wouldn't have been kidnapped.
I don't think she can inject herself though, because once she gets shot, she sort of just dies nearly instantly, doesn't she?
No, she falls down.
And then dies.
Yeah,
Instantly.
She could have picked it up. You don't die instantly from a gut shot.
Was it even a gut shot?
Shoot me with a gut shot.
Oh, fine. Come here then.
We'll get a gun.
I will
I
shoot
think
you
the
in the
waiting
gut.
period is like 5 months for a gun.
I don't know what it is over
We'll
here.
conclude this argument in 5 months. But yeah, if when she drops it, she just picks it up and stabs herself in the neck, heals up.
Yeah, but it doesn't heal instantly. It's got to go through those phases of whether your body accepts and stuff, like what happened to Pepper after she was injected with it. She was in that phase, wasn't she, when it was like going through the body either accepts it now or she dies. So she probably would have injected herself with it, been laying there in absolute agony with a gut shot and the extremis thing going through her.
So how many
And then she could have died before it even finished.
phases to the extremis?
3.
Okay, name the phases.
Start, middle, end.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
All right. What happens during the start period?
You inject yourself with it, and it starts to work its way around your body.
Okay. What happens in the middle bit?
Your body decides whether to accept it or reject it.
You're just...
And then what happens in the end? You want to hear? I'll tell you what happens in the
You
end.
either
You either
accept
blow
it-
up or you've got it.
Okay. How long would these periods take?
3 to 5 hours each.
You full of bullshit, Mr. Hart. You're full of bullshit.
No, I know how Extremis works. Because I have it.
Dum dum.
Dum. That's my secret.
Okay. How would you survive it then?
How would I survive it? Quite easy, actually. As he goes to shoot the gun, I would have just ducked out of the way of the bullet, thrown the Extremis injection
well,
at
the
him.
bullet is going low, so you would have ducked
Um,
your head into the path of the bullet.
No, I would have laid down flat. it
You
was
still
sailed
wouldn't
over
have
me.
been able to...
The bullet
Drop
would
down.
not hit me. Okay, here's what I would have done then. As he fired the gun, I would have flicked the injector, hitting the bullet midair, knocking it down, and then while Killian's looking at amazement how I'd done that, I would have flying kicked him straight into Stark, and then get the hell out of there because, let's face it, he's going to get up and then go mental with his
You
fire
would've-
breath. He can breathe fire.
Yeah, and he only uses that once,
Once.
and that's just to intimidate Rhodey.
Maybe it's quite draining.
Well, he
Takes it
doesn't
out
use
of him.
I would have used that thing all the time.
Would
I
have
would have
been
used it to cook toast.
It would have been useful when he was fighting Stark. Oh, you would
Yeah,
have cooked toast.
I would use it for everything.
You're using it for the wrong reasons.
Cook chicken. I would.
Get
I
those
would
marshmallows
use it,
out.
Yeah, for them. Bacon, toasted, flame, delicious. In fact, I would have eaten bacon and let it cook in my mouth as I was eating it.
So basically, you'd volunteer to be injected with Extremis so you can cook your own food without the use of a cooker.
Yes, it's a brilliant
Ugh.
idea. That's probably why Extremis was made in the first place.
To cook your own food. I'd like to see you with Extremis go against my Iron Necromancer. I have
That
a
would be
feeling
a
I would
short
win.
fight because I would win.
Oh, really? That's a survival off for you.
That would be a
Jack
good
with
one.
Extremis versus the Iron Necromancer.
Done. Next week's show sorted.
Brilliant.
You got any other thoughts on that before we move on?
Yeah, because she threatens to inject herself, doesn't she? Saying, well, the dose... No, because the dose she's going to inject herself with was going to kill her, because it would be an overdose.
Yeah.
Exactly, so your point's now not valid.
She could. She didn't
So
have
if
to
she'd got
inject it
shot,
all.
If she'd got... Oh, so she's going to inject halfway.
Yeah.
You're being
well,
picky
she
here.
knows. I'm not being picky. This is realistic. You know. I know I'm not supposed to talk about it, but The Amazing Spider-Man,
Why can't we talk about that?
because it's a terrible film.
We can still talk about it. I
Don't
enjoyed them.
watch it. You enjoyed them. Get
Yeah.
out of the shed.
I've got both of them on DVD.
I'm finding someone else to do this podcast.
Right then, I'm out. Goodbye.
Goodbye. We'll see you later. He's gone. It's because Peter Parker steals the amazing Healy lizard formula from the machine that's going to fire it off into the sky and turn everyone into lizards, and he replaces that with the cure for turning people into lizards. So why doesn't he use that on Gwen Stacy's dad to heal him from being stabbed by the lizard? He would be a lizard for a few hours and then he would be okay. Chris is back in the shed.
Hello again. So you think that Spider-Man should have injected Gwen Stacy's dad, turned him into a lizard, and then gave him the cure a few hours later?
Yeah. Well,
Why
he
did
doesn't
you-
even need to give him the cure because he'd turn back anyway.
Yeah, what?
And it's the
Maybe
same
he didn't
thing
even have
here.
it on him.
It would just inject a little bit and she'd be all right.
I don't think Extremis works like that.
It does. It's brilliant.
No. What you should have done is just easily avoided the bullet and disabled Killian. That's what you should have done.
That's just lunacy.
No, realistic. You flick the injector at the bullet, you stop the bullet, he's stunned, you drop kick him, you're good.
Okay, right. We'll move on to Killian's death then. In the final fight with Pepper Potts, apparently.
Yeah, Pepper's the
not-
one that actually beats him.
Not the title character, Iron Man.
Nope.
Pepper Potts.
Good old Pepper Potts. Super powered Potts.
Yeah, 'cause she's got the Extremis, she's got an Iron Man hand, and she kills Guy Pearce's character.
Which
with a
blows him up.
small explosion.
Yeah, blows him up. What's to stop him from reforming? Why doesn't he reform?
Exactly. Well, when Tony Stark blows him up in a bigger explosion,
He came
where
back.
he can't escape, his head wasn't in the Iron Man suit. How did he get out of the Iron Man suit? He couldn't have.
No, I think, yeah, exactly. So he must have exploded and just reformed.
How?
Because when he came out there, he was all like burnt to a crisp, wasn't he?
Because in that case, then all the Extremis soldiers could reform after they've blown up.
Well, maybe because when he came out there and he was burnt to an absolute crisp, wasn't he? He was just on the very edge. Like, Extremis just pulled him back. And that's why when he took the second explosion, that was it. It couldn't do any more.
Wow, I wouldn't.
That's probably the
accept that.
logical one. Do you know what I would have done? How I would have survived that?
If you were Aldred Killian against the
Against-
fearsome Pepper Potts.
Against Pepper Potts, and I was all burnt to a
Mightier than
crisp.
the Hulk.
What does she do? She kicks something towards him and then shoots and blows it up, doesn't she?
Yeah.
What is it she kicks towards him? Is it a gas canister or something?
No, it's
a missile, isn't it?
It's a shell. Yeah.
Oh, one of the rockets from...
Yeah.
the
from
Iron Man
Iron
suits.
Man suits.
Exactly. So if I had that, it would explode. Now,
Exploded.
I would just moved out of the way. Quite simply. Exploded it did. I would, as it exploded it did, I would just move out of the way. Like, dive to the left, then breathe fire. Oh, actually, there's another thing. As they threw the missile, before she shot it, I would have breathed fire up. Blown
would
it
have
up.
still exploded in your general direction.
No, but I would have fired the fire. The way I fired the fire would have fired it back at
No,
her
fire
fire.
doesn't work like that.
Fire
Chris.
should work like that.
Well, it does.
When he comes out the fire, he's quite slow moving, isn't he? So I can't really say he jumps up and grabs a missile before she blows it up.
No, he couldn't do that.
He couldn't really do anything, could he? Maybe you should.
Well, he
I
could
would have
just
walked
get out the
backwards
way.
into the fire. Walk backwards into the fire. Come out on the other side.
Oh, this was a bad idea. There's two of them now.
Run
Oh,
away.
I'll come back later.
Let Extremis heal me back up to full strength and go back around and be like, "Sup, Killian's back,
Yeah.
bitches."
Well, what's he gonna do with Tony? Because he's coming out looking all scary. Is he just gonna grab his head and burn his face off?
I'm guessing that's what he's going to try and
just
do.
It's gonna be sweet. I'm gonna make his head explode.
Explode.
So that's what
On his eyes to pop out and everything.
Ah!
Maybe he's going to breathe fire. That's what he wanted.
Well, could he do it from a distance?
Yeah, why didn't he just do
It's
it
a
before?
projectile attack. Is breathing fire. It's multi-useful.
Maybe he's just not got the range on it. It was only designed to cook food, obviously, so
Oh, clearly.
that's why he didn't get the range on it. How would you survive it?
Other than diving out the way,
Yeah.
can I steal your gimmick and go crazy?
You can try. I don't think it'll work, though.
Okay. Killian hacks the Iron Man suit he's stuck in with his eyeballs, flies it about, blows up Tony Stark with a tank missile, and then takes out Pepper. I don't know how, but
Hacks it with his eyeballs.
yes.
Okay, let me put my twist on that. The suit's on him. He superheats it and fries the internal system,
Yeah.
and then takes control of it.
Okay. Can you work an Iron Man suit without like Jarvis or any
If
AI?
it's got, yeah, if
then
it's got power.
then you're just stuck in a.
Yeah, but
yeah.
so long as the
Oh,
suit's got
okay,
power,
no.
it can still move.
Yeah.
But without the AI, without Jarvis being connected to it, it won't execute any of its protocols or
Okay.
anything
So
like that at all.
as
will
long as it has, so you'd have to fry it, but leave the batteries or
yeah,
intact.
Yeah. because that's essentially what War Machine's suit isn't controlled by Jarvis or anything.
It's off the grid, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jarvis can connect to it, but he doesn't.
Hmm.
So it's got power. He's still got the display screen and everything, hasn't he?
He can't search the internet while he's flying about.
I don't think he can. He can
Can't
get
check
calls
his
though.
Facebook updates and
He can
Oh.
still get mobile calls, I think, can't he?
yeah, he should be able to.
Yeah,
There's
'cause
probably a
Stark calls him.
Bluetooth built in there somewhere.
Yeah, because Stark calls him, doesn't he, when he's in that
Yeah,
Iraq? He's in Iraq or Pakistan or wherever he is.
where he's looking for the Mandarin.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he can still take calls.
Yeah, that's Guy Pearce is dead. Did you know? At the end, Sir Ben Kingsley was meant to rock up and take some extremis and blow up at the end.
Was he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
because the whole Guy Pearce is the Mandarin thing. Do you know where that came from?
I don't know.
That was Guy Pearce's idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A lot of people weren't happy with that.
No. Well,
'Cause-
I didn't mind it that much, only because Ben Kingsley could pull off comedic as well as he did.
As well as
Because he was quite funny, even though it was slightly disappointing not to get full Mandarin in the 10 Rings
Yeah, because I
things.
say the Mandarin, he's got magic rings, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's his.
Well, you could
powers.
have weaved the magic rings from the Chitauri or whatever, and they didn't even have to be magic. They could just be techie rings
That
he'd
yeah,
formed into it. Yeah.
just advanced science,
Yeah.
advanced technology,
Oh.
advanced. There. Magic rings.
We'll just go with that.
Magic rings.
They're voodoo. But yeah.
But yeah,
well,
I mean,
we're stuck with that.
I was a bit
Man.
cheesed off of that. I didn't like it when Killian turned out to be the Mandarin.
Well,
so
that's-
I'm glad he blew up. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't survive that encounter.
Cool. Right. Another sequel. Thor 2. The Dark World
The Dark World,
of
starring the
Niflheim. Kind of
Niflheim,
signs out Niflheim.
starring the Ninth Doctor as Malekith, the Dark Elf.
Yes, Christopher Eccleston.
Christopher Eccleston.
We like him.
We do.
He's not too bad.
Mr. Chris Hemsworth as the Mighty Thor.
Yeah. Mightier than he was in the last one because he spent most of that without his powers.
Yeah. I was going to say he had a fight with Hawkeye, now I realised he didn't, did he? He was fighting somebody else and Hawkeye was watching
No,
him.
Hawkeye was just like, I'm gonna save this arrow for the Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm top billing. They're coming to the Avengers to see me. Yeah, that is the first time we see him shoot an arrow, isn't it, in the Avengers?
Yeah, because he doesn't shoot the arrow and Thor just sort of lines up the shot, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then goes, nah, I'm not being paid enough for this. I'll
Yeah.
come back. I'll come back when the
You can't
dollars are right."
afford me to shoot this arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, Thor 2. No Hawkeye in sight. But it's Malekith's death that we begin and end this section with, because it's the only one that we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
for
what about
Thor 2.
Loki though?
Well, he doesn't die, does he? He survives.
I know he uses it as a trick,
Yeah.
but still though, what happens to him again? He gets stabbed, doesn't he? How does
Well,
he?
no,
How does he fake
pretends
his death?
that he gets stabbed.
That's it. Yeah.
And then he appears as Odin.
At the end, yeah.
Where does Odin go?
Well, I'm guess we'll find out on Thor Ragnarok.
That's years away.
It's this year, next year.
It's not this year, and it's not next year. It's not even the year after that, because I think Spider-Man took its release date. That's coming out a bit later than planned, but it's not for a few years yet.
Oh,
So yeah.
never mind then.
But yeah, anyway, Malekith is killed by Thor throwing some teleporty javelins at him.
It's not really what kills him though. It takes him to it takes him
It
to
scares
bits,
him
doesn't it?
across the world, and then he gets squished by
By his own
spaceship.
ship, which just so
The-
happens to go through the same
We-
portal and ends up in the exact same location
Yeah.
as him.
But none of that would have happened if he hadn't been space teleport javelined. Which brings me to this. Malekith could have probably survived if he hadn't caught the first space teleporty javelin, because Thor's not a very good aim and it was going over his shoulder and he reached up and grabbed it.
Yeah, but maybe he thought Thor was aiming for like ether behind him.
Well, he's got loads of ether. There's ether everywhere.
I don't know, it was just instinct to reach up and grab it, wasn't it? When things fly past you that belong to your enemy, you think, oh, I'll reach up and grab it. There's
I'll
a
have a bit
perfect
of that. Is that what you think when people are shooting at you?
Yeah, there was a perfect example in Avengers when Thor throws his hammer at Hulk. Hulk reaches up to try and grab it. And another example of that in Age of Ultron as well.
Is that when someone...
Again,
Is that a Hawkeye arrow?
no.
No, there's an example of that in Avengers. Hawkeye tries to shoot Loki. Loki grabs an arrow. It's
And
like,
explodes
"Ha, ha,
it, yeah.
ha," and it explodes.
Oh, well, that happens in... Spoilers! In Ultron, when Thor throws his hammer at Quicksilver, Quicksilver dodges it and then
Oh,
tries to
grabs
grab
it.
it. Doesn't
Don't
he?
give
He gets-
spoiler
yeah.
warnings. Just talk about it. Talk
So-
freely.
this is what I mean. People, whenever somebody gets something thrown at them or fired at them, they can grab it. They always try and grab it.
Well, don't. It might explode.
It never ends well.
It doesn't.
It's never ended well.
Skyfall, the bad guy in the lizard pit picks up James Bond's gun. Doesn't end well because he gets eaten by bloody lizards.
I got another one. Big Trouble in Little China. Kurt Russell's character throws his knife at the big evil bad guy. He misses. The big evil bad guy picks it up off the floor, throws it back at him. Kurt Russell grabs it in midair and throws it back at him and kills him again. So if he'd never thrown it back at Kurt Russell, he would have never thrown it back at him and killed him.
So don't throw things.
Yeah, so what you're saying
Ever.
is the best way to survive, somebody throws, fires, lobs, chucks, swings anything at you and you grab it. Don't use
grab
it
it. Don't
and
grab
don't
it.
just get rid of it
Just
as
don't
fast as you
reach
can.
for it.
Is what you're saying then.
Yeah. So how
Okay.
would you survive as Malekith?
Well, you know when he turns up, he says something before he throws the first one, doesn't he? Or does he
What,
just throw
Thor?
it? Yeah.
He says, "I've come to accept your surrender." Then doesn't
That's
give Malekith the chance to
at that
surrender.
point, as soon as he gone, I've come to accept my ether would have just crushed him. There and then, I would have just literally powered it all on top of him and just blasted him out of there.
For an Infinity Stone, the ether's not very powerful if it can't take out.
Yeah, Thor's able to walk
Thor-
all the
yeah.
way through it. And then you've got the other Infinity Stones like the Tesseract, where if you touch it,
You
You
get shot
get
into
bzz-
space.
yeah.
Nice one, Red Skull.
Well done.
Nice
Whoopie-doo.
So Malekith got the wrong end of the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, although he
plot
created that one,
line.
didn't he?
No, didn't create that one.
I thought it said though Malekith created the ether.
No, he just found it.
But
He
it
was
says
like,
in the
"Ooh,
film.
this is our brilliant weapon."
But it says in the film he created the ether.
That's silly. Did you not hear the crazy grey-haired guy in Guardians of the Galaxy?
I did.
It's not him.
But he said.
It's not Doctor Who!
But he said before what?
Doctor Who
But-
didn't create the ether.
He said before the universe these powers existed. Yeah.
Yeah, Malekith.
Came
It's part
before
of
the
the universe.
universe.
He's not before the universe.
Yes, he is.
He's fighting the
Odin.
bloody Asgardians.
Odin specifically says before the universe there was just darkness and there were dark elves. Malekith
Okay, so if
created the
Malekith-
ether.
Well, why doesn't Malekith bloody find all the Infinity Gems then if he invented them?
He
Why
didn't
is
invent
Malekith
all of them.
Not the big bad. If he
I don't
created
know.
this one, if he created the shittest Infinity
Exactly, because
Stone.
it's the shittest one. That's why.
So who created the other ones?
I
then?
don't know.
why
Thanos,
did they-
maybe.
No, why would Thanos? He should have them all.
Why has he
then.
got the Infinity Gauntlet then? If he
Yeah,
didn't.
why does he?
Why?
Oh my God, Malekith, you fuck!
Are you done?
He didn't. He created the shittest one.
Unless, of course, in the comics he didn't create it, and the film just changed that aspect of it.
I still stand by he didn't create it.
All right, once
But
we're
in
done
order
with
to-
this, I'm gonna double check.
In order to avoid
But I watched
argument.
I watched that Thor film the other day, and in that Odin says, "Before the universe were darkness and dark elves, Malekith created the ether." That's what he said.
Is that what
That's not the
Anthony
exact
Hopkins
quote.
said?
That's what Anthony Hopkins said.
That was his exact quote.
That wasn't the
What?
exact quote. That's what Hannibal Lecter said.
Okay. Right.
Oh my god, my heart's thumping. Oh,
was-
I need a minute. Hang on.
That was intense argument. Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier's next.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, scary villain?
Very good villain. I highly enjoyed that film. I really liked the music they always played when he appeared. It made him quite ominous. I thought it
Ominous.
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 Yeah, you know.
Scary.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah, scary if you want it.
Yeah.
Fine. We'll dumb it
He
down.
was-
Scary.
He was pretty intimidating.
It's pretty good. Of course, he's true identity. He's Buck
The Buckster.
from the first Captain America film, the one that falls off the train.
Yeah.
Because spoilers.
Stop giving them more. Just talk about it.
Because they believe.
People don't
In
want to hear
the-
about deaths. Don't
Well,
listen
no,
to the show.
I want to talk about. I was going to quickly mention Captain America 3.
Yeah, go on.
Captain America 3 is going to be based on a Civil War storyline.
Yeah.
If you've not read the Civil War storyline, this is a major spoiler. At the end of it, Captain America dies.
He's killed by
Steve Rogers is assassinated.
Crossbones. The guy that the guy at the end that Falcon has a fight with.
Yeah,
Runlow, is it?
I can't remember.
But
To be
he's the
perfectly
guy
honest.
that Cap goes on the all the assignment. The beginning on the boat. That guy.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
The one that's really secretly working for Hydra.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. He turns into Crossbones, and he's the one that shoots him. He's still alive after that building falls on him.
Bloody
they
hell!
Bring him out on a gurney.
That's it. Yeah,
So yeah, that's him.
impressive skills, my friend.
That's who kills Cap.
And then once he dies, Captain America is Buck becomes Captain America for a while.
Yeah. But it's not Bucky that we're going to talk about. It's
Or
Robert
Bucky, sorry.
Redford's character, Alexander Pierce.
Alexander Pierce, the guy who's leading Shield after Nick Fury is he fired or just goes into hiding or?
No, he's declared dead.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, after the thing he attacks him.
Nick Fury, you're fired for incompetence.
You've got away. What you
Oh,
got?
fine. I'll
Oh,
go.
fuck you guys. But yeah. So he's running Shield, then turns out to be working for Hydra, because Shield is basically Hydra. There was more Hydra agents in Shield, I think.
Yeah, I think it's about equal. Bad guys to
Now he
the
gets
goodies.
shot while holding Black Widow hostage. Do you want to walk us through this scene?
Yeah, you know you're doing pretty well so far. Paint the
Oh,
picture
really?
with your words.
Because I'm struggling to remember the scene exactly.
Well,
I
tell us
know-
what you know, and then I'll ridicule you for your mistakes.
Okay.
That's what I do.
So we've got Thingy's holding Black Widow hostage. She's wearing a badge which the other leaders of some sort of security council have got on.
Yeah,
These badges, when activated, kill them. I can't remember how.
by burning a hole in their chest.
Oh, nice.
Obviously.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How
That's
could I have been
clearly
so
what badges-
mistaken?
That's clearly what the magical
badges
do.
And what Black Widow does, she tases herself, which disables her badge.
Yeah,
She then collapses. He then gets shot by I don't know who.
Nick Fury.
Oh, Fury. Oh, why is Fury here all of a sudden? You should be dead.
No, he gets helicoptered in because he's a
Just to do
badass.
this one scene.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he needs to override the helicarriers, I think, so he can give the command for them to shoot each other rather than all the civilians.
I thought that's what Captain America was doing when he was actually on there.
No, he was plugging in the program so that they could. Oh no, they're releasing all the files, aren't they?
Oh, that
No, that's
exposes.
what Black Widow does.
Yeah, that exposes Shield as
Yeah.
Hydra.
No, they're overriding the helicarriers with their eyes,
Right.
and then
With their eyes.
with their eyes because they got retinal scans.
Right. Okay.
That's why Nick Fury takes his eye patch off.
Oh.
Oh.
It's been ages since I've seen that film. I need to rewatch it. Desperately.
After the show.
After the show.
After we've talked.
I'm
about-
terrible at doing my homework for the show.
Next week's podcast is just going to be amendments, mistakes that we made in this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know we talked about Captain America, the Winter Soldier. It was nothing to do with the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to do with it. In fact,
Nothing
this
to do
happened,
with
this
that
happened,
at
and
all.
that.
In fact, we're just making the whole film up.
Yeah, it'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
So Robert Redford,
okay.
how would you survive?
When he's got hold of Black Widow, he's actually holding her, or is he like just standing in between them?
She's just standing in between. Oh
He's
no,
not actually holding her.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
what-
like, damn it, I got a gun to her head. He's just pointing.
That
his
is what I would have done.
telephone. You would have grabbed her and pointed the telephone at her head.
Yes, or whatever weapon I had, I would have aimed at her head and physically taken her hostage. That way, once she electrocuted herself, yeah, her body
That
would.
would have electrocuted you as well.
Mm,
charged
do you
with the
think?
past. Yeah.
Do you think?
Yes.
Do you really think?
Yes.
No, I'm not sure.
No, I'm not saying changing my argument just so it better suits your thingy.
All
So
right.
you've
Well,
both
in
been
my world,
electrocuted.
in my argument, she electrocutes herself. It doesn't affect me because I've got rubber shoes, so I'm grounded.
Okay, so you're fine then.
Yep, naturally. So then I've just got a limp body. So I'm still using that as a shield. So Fury can't shoot me. I just shoot Fury.
Dum dum dum.
Dum dum dum. Or as a final FU to Shield and everything, I've just blown her brains out, and then Fury would have shot me, but I would have taken Black Widow with me. I would have taken out
I
one of the key
think-
characters.
I think Pierce needs her to fly the helicopter. I don't think he can fly a helicopter.
Wow, why
Just
can't
a-
you?
He's
What's
just
the
a
point of being?
politician.
What's the point of being the head of these secret organizations? You can't even do something like fly a helicopter
Well, he's just like the liaison between them and the
and Hydra.
the World Security Council. Because this might not have come across in Avengers, but Nick Fury's not got very many people skills. Because when the Security Council go, oh, we're going to throw a nuke at New York. Well, given that there's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. That's probably rubbed them up the wrong way.
Yeah, it might have
Because
been,
he's
yeah.
probably reacted like that to every decision. Do you want tea or coffee? Oh, coffee. Well, given that that's a stupid-ass decision, we ain't got no coffee.
Yeah, he's probably not an easy person to work with, I would imagine.
Yeah. I doubt he's
Everything
got
you
many friends.
Everything you say, he just turns against it straight away.
That's a dumbass decision. You crazy. If I
yeah.
was Robert Redford, surely S.H.I.E.L.D. should have like some Kevlar suit thing.
Where in the body does he shoot him?
In the stomach, I think, or in the chest. So a Kevlar thing he would have.
Yeah, you would think he'd be wearing something.
Mm,
I mean, you've not seen it, but in Marvel's Daredevil,
yeah.
the Netflix show, I've watched the series on that, and Fisk, all of his suits are tailor-made, and they've all got, in the lining of them, armour to protect him from knife and gun attacks.
Yeah.
And now that's the Kingpin. Okay, that's somebody that's in Hell's Kitchen. So if you think somebody's head of S.H.I.E.L.D. and secretly head of Hydra would have some sort of
defense like that, yeah.
So you would have been smart, basically, and worn body armor.
Yes. Body armor compared to rubber shoes.
Rubber
Chris.
shoes.
I think my defense holds up a bit better.
Oh no, because you would have been electrocuted then.
No, I wouldn't have held her.
Oh, you wouldn't have held her, would
I
you?
wouldn't have held her.
Bugger.
See?
I won't be defeated on this.
It's too late. Fury's already put a cap in your ass. Guardians of the Galaxy, then.
I've got a bone to pick with one of the things where I think somebody should have died. They survived, but it annoyed me when I watched it.
I'll let you.
Do you want to do this first, or do you want to do the death first? All right. Peter, is it Quinn or Quill?
Peter Quill.
Oh, Peter Quill, also known as Star-Lord.
Come on, you meant to know these things.
Sorry. I need another character's name now. The Green Lady, I forgot her name.
Gamora.
Gamora.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. When she's out in space in a little mining ship and her sister blows her up, and he goes out, and he goes out of his capsule with his mask, takes his mask off and puts it on her.
Right, yeah.
Why the hell? Okay, yeah, I get he didn't suffocate because he was holding his breath and the mask was letting her breathe. Surely he should have just frozen to death.
That's probably loosely explained by the fact that he's not completely human.
Oh god,
he's
I hate that explanation.
Special.
Didn't you when we was talking about this outside the podcast, we was talking about when he's holding the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
You use that explanation again.
Because he's not all human. Yeah.
Oh. No,
well, it's
he
also
should have
explained.
frozen.
That's also the reason.
He should have frozen and died. He should have frozen and died.
That's the in-canon reason that he could hold the stone. It's probably also the reason that he was out in space for a long period as well. So,
that's a bull crap. The reason he could hold the stone is because he linked hands with the others. Because as Thingy Guy explains in his collection.
Yeah, but he held it on his own for a long time as well.
Yeah, but I reckon if he kept holding it on his own, it would have killed him. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, but
it's a good
that scene when he's in space, that annoyed me.
Well, that hand-holding thing brings us to Ronan the Accuser's death, and how they.
That's the blue dude, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, there's a YouTube channel called How It Should Have Ended, and they do good little animations about how films should end.
Yeah.
And just to pick up on what you said last week, they do an animation where all the Guardians hold hands, and then Ronan holds their hand. So they're all sharing the Power Stones power between them, and they just stand there and go, well, what now? So that is how Ronan could have survived by
grabbing hold of the one in their hands.
Just holding one of their hands. Just stroking Rocket Raccoon. Or just grabbing him by the tail.
Yeah, and never letting go.
Would just be stuck like that. Would the world have eventually exploded that they were on? Would Xandar have exploded?
I don't know.
Because they couldn't have held it forever. They would have exploded.
Yeah.
So the gem would have hit the floor, and then it would have exploded the planet.
Is that what it was, wasn't it? If the stone touches the planet's surface, it was going to destroy all of it, wasn't it?
Mm.
He shouldn't have let his big hammer get destroyed. In fact, why did he combine it with the hammer? Why didn't he just combine it with himself?
Well, he couldn't hold it, and he couldn't contain the power.
Why put it in a little well, not a little, but a big hammer of all things? I would have put it into some sort of gun.
Well, that's what they did with the Tesseract, but that didn't end too well, did it?
No, I suppose not.
But the hammer thing's not too bad.
Why? It gets destroyed, doesn't it?
You can hit things.
They lose the stone.
Yeah. Only because of Rocket's sweet gun.
Oh, he's a crafty little one, that one, isn't he?
He's a sneaky bugger.
He's very good.
You got to keep your eye on Rocket. He'll construct a contraption that will stump even Tony Stark.
I can't wait until the Avengers meet the Guardians.
Yeah.
And you get Tony Stark and Rocket. They're gonna make so much stuff.
Many quips. But how would you survive? Apart
how would
from
I survive?
holding hands
How does
with
the hammer get destroyed in the end? By Rocket's device, isn't it?
It gets shot by Rocket.
Surely with an Infinity Stone, you could produce some sort of shield.
shielding. Maybe. I'm not sure what the because the purple gem in Guardians is the Power Stone, so I'm not sure if that's more defense. I know you couldn't crack it with a bullet,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if it would only has the power to destroy and not really protect things.
So high attack, not really good for defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Although it does strengthen Ronan because he takes a shot from that gun that's meant to be Rocket's uber ship destroying one.
So, yeah, and he takes the blast and he
yeah.
just gets up again, doesn't he?
Yeah, and Rocket runs a ship into him as well, and he survives.
That's true. How would you survive?
What apart from holding hands?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
you
we've
would have held hands,
established
wouldn't
that
you?
would-
Yeah,
that would
that would work.
I would not mess about, and I'd
or-
just destroy the planet.
I would probably grab the stone before Star-Lord did, when they was both
Just
going for it. Yeah, I'd just reach a little bit further, put some more effort into it, got off my arse,
no.
and grab the stone.
Ronan's goal is to destroy the planet, so just knock Quill's hand out the way.
Yeah, or
and
slap
let it
the
hit
stone.
the floor.
Yeah,
Don't
Idiot.
grab it.
although I didn't think
Just push him.
that would have destroyed him as well. I don't think he wanted that to happen, did he? He wanted to live.
Well, he's crazy, tyrannical guy. So I
That's
don't
it.
think
He's
he
lost
would've
anyway,
cared.
so might as well just destroy
Yeah.
himself.
Well, he wouldn't have lost. He would have won. He would have achieved his goal, wouldn't he? And that's all anyone really wants in
That's
life,
all
is
anyone
to
really wants, to
achieve
achieve
their
their goal.
goals. Yeah. Anything else to add on Guardians before?
Yeah,
we
I would have
move
grabbed
on?
a stone and put it on my boot.
Would it have worked on that?
Yeah, it would have fused with the boot.
Would that have
And
made
then I would
you
have been like-
super
I would have been like,
kicking?
Oh, what's this? I'm walking on the ground. Bitch, everything's going to get destroyed. And then I would use the boot's power to fly up.
Okay.
And because I'm not human, I could survive in space.
Well, you creep.
That bit pissed me off.
Oh, dear.
That wound me up so much when I watched it.
So that bit wound you up, but the fact
The rest
that
of the film was
he
awesome, though.
didn't age at all, because
Why would he have aged?
all that galaxy the Guardians are defending, billions of miles away from Earth, he should have
Yeah.
aged shitloads. He should have been like 50 by the time they got to Xandar to drop him
No.
off.
Surely they would have had some sort of hyperspeed.
Probably, but
Well,
I
there
call
you go
bullshit
then.
on that
Did
'cause
they
we've not
age?
got it, 'cause
Did they
that's
age in Star Wars?
unrealistic.
Did they age in Star Wars? No. Well, they have now, but
they have now.
in the original trilogy, they were going to hyperspeed all over the place, weren't they?
Still unrealistic.
God, for
Load of
goodness sake.
far-fetched bollocks. Yeah, all these films are. None of them are real, apart from this next
They're
one.
all very
Avengers
realistic.
2, Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
That's a very real one.
Right. Final spoiler warning. I know we said no more, but I'm going to say final spoiler warning.
Well, I said no.
If
more.
you've not
I'm just-
seen Age of Ultron, stop listening now.
are we going to review it first? Age of Ultron review. Watch it or don't watch it.
Watch it.
Done. Review.
Reviewed, done, next, go.
No. Give me one of your favourite bits then. Or give me two. Or give me none if you didn't.
Favourite bits. The Ultron, when Ultron first comes into existence and he's talking to Jarvis, and he's asking him, "Oh, where's your bodies?" And Jarvis is saying, "Oh, I don't have a body. We've got this, that, and the other." I like the little conversation they had. He starts to malfunction.
Having a nice chatter.
Yeah.
Chinwag.
And then him destroying Jarvis. I found that quite emotional, quite sad.
Did you cry?
I was crying
I
quite a
heard
bit.
you sniffling next to me in the cinema.
I was
You were just crying.
I had tears streaming down my eyes. I had somebody crying behind me. Wimps. A fly flying around me.
Ooh. The Hulkbuster battle I like. That was
Yeah.
good. That
I
had
quite like the opening scene when they're in the woods. Where were they again?
a made up country. I can't say its name.
Made up country. SK or something.
I don't know.
something.
I think they were. If they could have done, they probably would have done Latveria, but they couldn't. No, it's definitely made up country.
I quite like the opening scene on that. I don't know. I've got loads of little scenes and stuff in there. I like the creation and the introduction of Vision.
Yeah, Vision's cool.
Vision
he
was
looks
very nice.
pretty good as well. He fits in, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Which you wouldn't think of a bright green robot that can phase through walls. But he fits in nicely.
Yeah, obviously the only thing being is when they're all out of costume and that lot, everybody else looks normal, but
Apart
he's
from
going to
the
stick out. Although he
Vision in a
creates,
hoodie.
but he creates his cape and his suit thing he's wearing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So can you not just like morph his actual skin to like normal colour and stuff?
Where would be the fun in that?
Obviously, because he's
He
bright
wouldn't
red.
look like a Christmas
Or not
tree
bright
otherwise.
red.
I'd like to look like a Christmas tree.
Again, but he's got an Infinity Stone on his forehead,
Yeah, he's got
which
the
has been in Loki's
mind
scepter the
gem.
entire time.
Yeah, no, they have hinted at that over, because it's just an easier way to get in. But I thought he was still going to be blue, but I like that they changed the colour.
Yeah, why did it turn to yellow? It was blue when he got it
Because
out.
it was on the inside of the blue thing. The blue thing was just like a cover. Thing I have an issue with here,
Yeah,
in Avengers, the first one.
the first one, yeah. Avengers Assemble, as it's known over here.
The guy that is the mouthpiece basically for Thanos in that, tells Loki not to question Thanos, the man who put the scepter in his hand. So
Yep.
that means
He
at
gave
some
away an
point,
Infinity Stone.
Thanos had one stone and thought, I'll give it to Loki and I'll put it in a stick. Did
Yeah.
Thanos know it was an Infinity Stone?
I don't know. Did he even put it? Did Thanos put it in there? Or did Thanos find a scepter and
'Cause he
think,
must be
"I'll give this to Loki"?
Pretty pissed off. He was like, I got this sweet ass scepter. I'll give
Not
it to
realising the
Loki
stone.
when he can destroy Earth with it.
The gauntlet only work when we've got all 6 stones.
No, I think it must work if you've got like one. But it would obviously be far more powerful if you've got all
the
of them.
stones on it. Yeah, maybe he didn't know the Infinity Stone was in the scepter. He might not have put it there. He
In that
might,
case, he's pretty stupid.
or maybe he gave the scepter to Loki, and the scepter had some powers already, and then Loki added the Infinity Stone to it.
Where would he have gotten that from, though?
What? Well, you know, Loki's got all these little pathways off of Asgard and stuff. He
Yeah.
might have
Well, you could've-
stumbled onto an unknown dimension. I like how Jane does when she accidentally stumbles onto where the ether is. She finds an
Yeah.
Infinity Stone like that
A lot of people accidentally stumble on these
onto the
things.
Infinity Stones. Yeah,
I might go for a walk one day and
you go
me and
find
Ned
an Infinity
dig up an
Stone.
Infinity Stone. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and you can
Well, it
touch
wouldn't
it
be
and
the
die.
power. It wouldn't be the Power Stone if it was buried.
What stones are left?
Time is definitely left, and Soul gems are still out there.
We've got 4 now, haven't we? After Age of Ultron there's now 4 Infinity Stones.
Yeah,
So 2 more.
we got the
Soul and
2.
Time.
Soul one will probably pop up in Doctor Strange. Time one will pop up to rewrite the events of Iron Man 2.
To
That's what
disregard
that's gonna be
all
useful.
those things, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a Captain Marvel film coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, that's gonna be
That
good.
might have something. That might have a stone in it. I don't know how Captain Marvel gets her powers.
It's convoluted. He spends a night in a cave with the original Mr. Marvel or whatever.
Spends a night in a cave.
Yeah, it's not as romantic as
Bow
it
chicka
sounds.
wow wow, getting your Marvel on. Bow chicka wow wow, chicka wow.
Yeah, but that's Miss Marvel's a space person, so it might pop up there.
There's a
But,
good transfer stone, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say in this review section before we go on
Um,
to surviving Age of Ultron?
No, I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. I like the introduction to the characters.
Yeah.
I like how they gave equal amounts of time to each character. Like everyone had their own little section of either talking to one other character, like
Yeah.
their intimate moments, like Bruce and Black Widow.
Yeah.
They had a moment when they were on the farmhouse. I like the way they introduced Hawkeye, who had a family.
They were laying it on thick for Hawkeye.
No.
I was so sure that he was gonna bite the dust. in
Yeah,
this
you know,
one,
I thought he was
'cause
going to die.
Like, oh, I've only got like he was that cop in all those old films.
That
where,
always
I've only
says
got
a
one
family.
day to retire.
Yeah,
Look
and
at my
they die.
family. Oh, they're so cute in this picture.
And especially
Oh,
when he
you
gets
want me
shot,
to go
doesn't
to
he?
this call out? Oh no, I've been shot. I'm dead. Oh, my family.
Yeah, I
They were
thought.
laying it on thick.
I know. I thought he was going to die as well, but no. He gets wounded quite bad when Ultron first comes about,
Yeah,
but they
he's-
repair him.
he's fine
Um,
eventually.
yeah,
And yeah,
I quite liked everything
yeah.
on it. I
They
want to
made
know.
up for underusing Hawkeye and Avengers, I think.
Yeah, do you know Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye?
Yeah, he
He
was
got
not happy.
really
about,
annoyed,
yeah.
didn't he?
I
He
think,
wasn't
yeah, they
included
made-
in other films,
They made up for that.
especially in Captain America, where they brought Black Widow in but left him out.
There was a scripted scene where Hawkeye was drafted in to go and hunt Captain America,
Yeah,
and they were going to have a fight, and Hawkeye was going to hold his own. And at the end of the fight, Hawkeye was going to go, oh, there's a tracker in your pocket. And the whole fight was basically for Hawkeye to remove this tracker from Captain America so he could go about stopping Hydra.
Oh,
So
why have a fight? Why can't you just go, by the way, there's a tracker and let me remove it?
No, because that's probably Alexander Pierce has sent him to stop him. And he's got to make it look real, hasn't he? Otherwise, Hawkeye's on the wanted list as well.
But then, obviously, this scene never happened.
No, it was planned, but it was never shot.
It was
But
taken
it
out of the
sounds
film,
like
yeah.
it would have been a good.
I don't
little
know
fight.
if Hawkeye could have held his own against Captain America in a fist fight.
Well, he held his own against Ultron bots in this one, so he could have.
Yeah, robots.
Yeah, robots.
We're talking about Captain
You
America.
hold your own against a
Captain
robot.
America's got a lot more strength. I mean, when he's cutting wood with Stark, and he just
Rips
rips,
it in
he rips
half.
one of them in half. Right? Oh, I tell you one thing that pissed me off about Age of Ultron.
Okay, go on.
In the trailers, when it shows them all laying there, like you see Thor's laying with blood on him, he's got the hammer, and you see Captain America's shield. You just see it broken, and then it cuts off. And you think, oh my god, Captain America's shield's unbreakable, gets broken, and it's it's a dream. It's not real. It was a vision that Tony Stark was getting after he was infected by Scarlet Witch. Wasn't even real, so his shield doesn't get broken. That annoyed me.
It might do in future ones. Is Thanos strong enough to break it?
I have no idea.
Is Hulk
the shield
strong
does
enough to break it?
No.
Yeah, I know the shield does get broken in like different comics and stuff.
Yeah, but no, Hulk wouldn't be able to break the shield.
Hulk wouldn't be able to break it.
I
Okay,
don't
then.
think. I'm going to say no. Yeah, no.
Okay. Right. We'll go on to surviving Age of Ultron then. First death is Ultron is killed by Thor in his when he's newly formed and he's made out of bits of the Iron Legion robots.
And he just throws a hammer at him.
Yeah, Thor just. How would you survive that? Because at this point, Ultron's pretty
I mean,
flimsy and he can't
but
even fly.
he's
or
downloaded
shoot.
into everything, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's got no real reason to survive it because he's going to be like, yeah, destroy this. That's all right. I'm uploading to this
I'm
other
on the
body as we
internet.
speak.
Oh no, that's the thing. I wanted to see more of Ultron just on the internet.
Surfing the internet.
I wanted to see the chaos he could have done on the internet, just rickrolling everybody.
just changing
Google,
everything.
Oh, you want to search for houses in Connecticut? Oh, here's some pictures of some cats. Just messing up everybody's Google
everything
searches.
up, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
you
don't
want to
think
listen
he...
to We Could Survive That? Have some classic FM. It's probably better than this. So,
I like Classic FM.
Yeah.
It's one of the radio stations in my car.
sad bastard.
Alright, I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah. He's not got much chance then in his shell against Thor's hammer.
No,
And he escapes anyway just through the internet.
that's true. I mean, he won't be able to do anything. Would he be able to pick the hammer up? Because you know they make that joke. They make that joke at the end about the hammer being in an elevator, and the
yeah.
elevator's moving up, and it's picking it up.
No, I don't think he would have been able to pick it up.
Vision can pick it up, and he's an artificial intelligence.
But Vision's worthy. He's got the mind gem as well.
You
So
think?
he's
You think because he's got the stone, he can pick it up?
and because he's worthy. If
But then-
he had the stone in his head and had Ultron's brain
Ultron-
implanted into him with thoughts of blowing stuff up, Mjolnir, the hammer wouldn't have. That's not worthy, is it?
But then, are you saying Vision picked up because he had the Infinity Stone? But
And
then
he was worthy.
Ultron was created from the Infinity Stone, that same Infinity Stone.
Yeah, but for bad intentions.
Right, so you reckon so if Ultron had gone into the body like he'd planned originally and that Vision had never been created,
Yeah,
He wouldn't have been able to
been
pick the
able
hammer
it
up.
up. No.
that's what you think.
Yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Can you have more than one worthy person at a time wielding the
Yeah.
hammer? Because surely if that means he picked up the hammer and he's worthy of it, he should gain the powers that the hammer gives, and that means he's then technically the ruler of Asgard.
No, the hammer doesn't make you ruler of Asgard. Being Odin's son makes you ruler of Asgard. Tony Stark just goes, if I can pick up the hammer, I'm the king of Asgard, just as a joke. Do you really think Tony Stark comes up to Asgard, I picked up the hammer, make me king? Like, no. You don't
Well,
know a
he
thing
wouldn't-
about Asgard.
he
You'll
wouldn't
be
because
dead
it's-
before.
He wouldn't because obviously it's Loki, but I think the real Odin...
Definitely wouldn't have.
Might-
So you think Loki would go, yeah, sure, Tony.
No, Loki wouldn't. No,
You
God,
can be
Loki
king.
wouldn't. No, but the real Odin would probably have given him some sort of position if the hammer thought he was worthy.
Well,
I still
in
maintain-
the comics, there's
Yeah.
a character called Beta Ray Bill, He's a horse alien, and he
Right.
picks up Mjolnir. Would the Asgardians let him be king?
He picks it up as well. Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, they
Everyone
wouldn't let
can pick
him
it up,
be-
apparently.
Everyone picks it up, but no.
Superman
just
picks it
picking
up.
it up doesn't let you be king,
I still think that when he picked it up, he didn't have power. I don't think he wielded the power of the hammer.
but you can pick it up.
Yeah, I think
That's
he
all
could
you
just pick
need.
it up.
Just pick it up.
I don't think he could have done anything else with it. Like, I don't think he could have held his hand out and the hammer would have come to him, sort of thing. That wouldn't have happened.
Not unless he had a piece of fishing wire attached to it.
Oh,
So
for
they could
God's
just tied
sake.
it to it and just dragged it along. And go,
Does
"Ooh,
Vision pick up the hammer in the comics?
ooh." I don't know. You're meant to be the comic.
I'll
guy.
ask Ben about it. I'm sure Ben will know.
Ben the comic guy.
Ben, the comic guy.
We'll get Ben the comic guy in on a show one day. I don't
Fa-
know.
Marvel
which show.
Phase 3.
Yeah, we'll probably get him in on that. But we're still in Phase 2 at the moment, and guess what's coming next, Chris?
What's that?
Ultron killed by Iron Man.
Oh, God, yeah. Ultron has so many deaths in this film.
But he escapes all of them because
But, yeah.
his
'cause
body dies, but his brain.
So that's how
is-
we would survive him, just download into another body. But
Yeah.
obviously, we're going to try to survive the actual machine being destroyed.
Okay, yeah.
So-
So Ultron is killed by Iron Man in this part by a tank missile shot because Iron Man takes him down on the ground.
This is after they have the fight in the junkyard, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Of Andy Serkis's character. I thought
Oh, yeah, we've
I
not
thought he'd
talked
have a
about
lot
Andy.
more.
Circus. No, because he was said he was only in it for about 8 minutes, but that was all build up to him being in Black Panther, and he was
Oh, he's in
good.
Black Panther, is he?
Yeah, Ulysses Claw's Wakanda villain. Because he's like poacher
Oh.
for vibranium and stuff, but that's all set up for him. I think he was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought he done it quite well.
Yeah,
He lost an arm, but
he's armless.
I
now.
thought he was. Yeah.
Oh.
I thought he was quite good. No, I didn't realise that was basically an introduction for him for Black Panther. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, that's where he's coming in next. But yeah, tank missile on the ground. Roll out the way. Don't care.
Well, because
Send your head off, flying at him.
well, yeah, but when he hits Ultron's down. Is he so damaged he can't move, or is he just like, I'm gonna let you blow me up anyway?
I think Ultron's not fast.
Yeah. See, if he was
Ultron's
more
just
fast,
quipping with him.
pretty
Like
much.
Iron Man, more like lame man, but better than that. Obviously, I'm not Tony Stark. I can't quit that well.
So yeah, he gets this. Oh, that's another thing. He's He's not got like some sort of magnetism power. It's not telekinesis, but
It's a magnet blast, isn't it?
Yeah, you
It
can
is
move things.
Yeah,
so, is it magnet?
yeah, it must be.
Well, because when they're
Woo.
but when the truck and they're being chased by Captain America and Black Widow, he pulls up a bit of the road.
That's probably like pipes underneath or something.
All right, and well, in that case, and when he fired the missile, surely you couldn't be like, "Oh, stop the missile!" Fired it
Magnet.
straight back at you.
Or I don't think he could have fired it back. I just think he could have deflected it.
Oh, even then, deflect it back at him.
No, not back at him. Just deflected it out the way. I don't think he could have. I don't think he's like Magneto powers.
Well, why deflect it out the way then? Jesus,
Wow.
just do that then. That's what I would have done. Deflected the missile out of the way. Although
Tony
he-
Stark
again,
just would have lifted up the other arm. And just,
yeah, I know I would have
Yeah,
deflected
with
it
that.
again,
then he would have just come over and punched you in the face.
and then I would have deflected him.
Yeah. Or maybe it was broken at that point.
Excuses.
Yeah, I know.
In that case, I would have fired my head off as a rocket and knocked him out.
Headbutt him. Flying headbutt. Next one is not an Ultron death.
Wait.
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver
dies. in
dies.
this. Yeah, I don't mind Quicksilver. But
I quite like the character. You had a good reason for why you think they killed him off.
yes, if this movie was made before Days of Future Past, because Quicksilver in that.
But then they're not linked in any way, are they? They have no
I know.
effect
I
on
think
each other.
I think that's why they killed him, just as an FU to Fox and X-Men over there. Just oh, this is the guy that you did that really awesome scene with in Days of Future Past. Oh, well, he's not that awesome because he's dead. He's shit.
Are Marvel ever going to get the rights back to X-Men, I wonder?
No,
You think Fox will
I
never
think
give them
Fox
back?
are gonna plumb that thing until the superhero bubble pops, and then just give the remains back of Hugh Jackman when he's old.
Brilliant. Quicksilver's death is Hawkeye's gone back to rescue that kid.
Yeah. Oh no!
Ultron.
I got one day till retirement.
Yeah,
I'm gonna save
here we
this
go
kid because
again.
he sort of looks like my kid.
That's when I thought he was gonna die. I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna go then. And Ultron flies over in a Quinjet and fires
a
big
Gatling gun.
Quicksilver runs over. I'm still a bit confused of what he does. It seems that he moves them, doesn't he?
He either moves Quicksilver and Hawkeye and the kid, or he moves the car in front of them. But he moves them, but he doesn't get behind the cover in time, and he's riddled with
Bullets.
Yeah,
But I'm sorry, if he can move that fast, I mean, yes, he's worn out. 'cause
he's fast, but he's not
he gets worn out,
Days of
doesn't
Future
he? though?
Past fast. Because if Days of Future Past Quicksilver was in this,
Do you
he's
think he was
uber
faster?
overpowered.
You think he was
isn't
faster than
Yeah.
the other one?
Yeah, because you could sort of see Quicksilver in this, because you could trace his blur. But in the Days of Future Past, he was just he was almost teleporting. He was almost a Nightcrawler standing. He was that quick.
So you think this version of Quicksilver has been slowed down
Yeah,
to make him a bit more realistic?
or more balanced.
Or more
I'd
balanced,
say.
yeah.
Because if he was as quick as he was in Days of Future Past, then it would have been a short fight between him and the Avengers, because he could have just twizzled Captain America's shield the other way, poked them in the face or whatever. Because that's what Quicksilver does in Days of
he just
in
pokes them in
X-Men.
the
He
face.
just pokes them and then they're out.
And because it's the force of how fast he's going,
Yeah.
it acts like a punch. I love that bit when they're fighting on the junkyard, and then Captain America throws his shield, and Quicksilver runs in and just uppercuts him, doesn't he? He's like,
He
boom!
slides under the shield as it's going. And
that's
it's
really nice.
under it, yeah.
And then I like the scene when he tries to grab Thor's hammer.
He's like,
Thor throws his
he
hammer
runs
at him.
past it. He's like, oh.
He's like, oh, what's this? Reach out to grab it and goes flying.
So yeah, we could have survived that if we were the Quicksilver from X-Men.
Yeah, or I would have just moved
Quicksilver
them out the way or
wasn't
got
in
behind the
X-Men,
car.
because they wouldn't have killed him then.
Yeah, do you really think that's the reason why they killed him?
Yes, I'm 100% sure that's definitely why. If they had Wolverine, if they had the shared rights to Wolverine, they'd probably kill Wolverine.
Kill Wolverine as well. I like how they made up the thing saying about the miracle children and gave explanation to their powers, because obviously they're not allowed to mention they're Magneto's children. And although to be honest, in this, they're not Magneto's children, are they?
No, it's
they
just
have nothing to do with them.
experiment.
Yeah,
that's how it's explained. Which isn't bad, and it works.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Next death, it's another Ultron one.
It's all Ultron and bloody Quicksilver.
The last two are Ultron. Ultron in his vibranium shell. He's been pounded on by everyone at this point.
Everyone's had a go on him.
Vision's had a turn. Hulk.
Oh no, Hawkeye and Black Widow haven't had a shot at him in this form, have they?
Hawkeye and Black Widow wouldn't have stood a chance.
They wouldn't have put a dent in him, would they?
No. Yeah, the closest Hawkeye got to him was when he was being shot at from the Quinjet.
Yeah.
And that's about, and he only narrowly escaped that because of Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hulk throws Ultron out of the Quinjet down onto the village, and that's where Scarlet Witch finds him. Ultron's pretty much broken and crippled.
Smashed
and
to bits, and she rips out his heart. Well, what's meant to be his heart, what's taken to be his heart.
Yeah.
But the way there it comes out of, and the way it looks, it's obviously it's meant to be like a heart, isn't it? Yeah.
It almost looked like it was beating inside. I don't know whether that's like the aura around her hand, how she's pulling it out, but it almost looked like it was
again to try and emphasize it was like his heart, because she wanted to say, do you know what she was feeling after Quicksilver died? Having your heart ripped out is basically what she was trying to say, wasn't it?
Metaphor.
But before that, he gets attacked by Thor, Iron Man, and Vision. They all blast him at once, which is what ultimately fries him, doesn't it?
Yeah, that breaks his vibranium shell.
That's it, yeah. So that's how you break Captain America's shield then. All three of them need to take a crack at it.
Yeah, at the same time.
So how would you survive? First off, being attacked by those three, and then the Scarlet Witch incident.
All three blasting them?
Yeah, all three blasting.
I wouldn't get into a fight with all three of them.
I would have had some robots come save me.
Yeah, you can barely take out Vision, let alone Vision tag teaming with Thor and Iron Man. He can take out Iron Man, I think, Ultron. Thor would be a bit more of a challenge, but
Well, he does 101. He does one-on-one Thor at one point, doesn't he? 'Cause
Yeah.
he says, "Thor, you're annoying me, or you're aggravating me, or whatever."
son
And
of a bitch.
he grabs hold of him. They have a scuffle one-on-one with
Yeah.
Thor holds up against him, doesn't he?
There's not much from that fight. There
No.
was more of a Captain America versus Ultron fight.
Yeah,
The only guy that goes one-on-one with him and doesn't destroy him.
that's true. Yeah. Again, I would have liked to have seen Thor knock him on his back and just put the hammer on his chest.
Bottom tried to.
Yeah, and that was it. He would have been trapped. You know
That's
what he
your
does?
solution to everything.
I know, but I
They
love
shouldn't
I
have
love
pulled
when he
that
does
out in
that.
the first film.
I know, he
should they?
does it
'Cause
on
now
Loki.
that's just a solution to everything.
I know.
Thor, that's the prison system. Thor just piling up criminals and
I'm putting
a
his hammer on top.
their
'Cause the only
chest.
person that would get out of that is Vision,
Yeah,
but everyone else that would be it.
yeah, roll away.
So
from
you would have just
Scarlet
dived out of the
Witch.
way. I don't think you could roll away though. He's just like, I'm falling to bits. Oh god, I can't move.
Because that's exactly how we sound.
That was exactly how he sounded. And he comes over. I mean, he's pretty much destroyed it. He's embedded it into the train anyway, or the
Yeah,
bus,
yeah.
or the bus,
He's-
whatever he
He's
hits.
mangled in that.
Yeah, I don't think he can roll. Roll. Do you know
Right.
what I'd have done when she came over and she would have been like, "Do you know what I feel?" And she started like ripping my heart out.
I would have gone, yes, you're feeling ill.
I would have given myself laser eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he not do that? If I had that and then she's looking down, she's like, "Do you know what I feel?" And she started ripping my chest open and be like, "Feel this." Boom! Straight for her head and killed her.
Would the beams have sounded Inception trailery?
Yes. Because
Is
they
that-
were designed by Hans Zimmer.
Oh
Boom! That's all Hans Zimmer music. As good as he is, it all sounds similar to
Inception-y.
that. Yeah.
Last Ultron death and final Ultron death, finally.
Yep.
The remains of one little Ultron bot
That he's
is
downloaded
taken
into.
over by
And Vision finds him.
and they have a little heart-to-heart. Vision tries to talk him out of it, like, "Oh, come on, why are you being such a dick? We can
Yeah.
be friends. They're all right."
Vision-
And Ultron's
yeah.
like, "Nah," and then goes for Vision, and then
Goes
Vision
to attack
just
him and
blasts
Vision just
him.
blasts him with the Infinity Stone.
Yeah, and that's
Wipes him out, quite literally. Makes a joke about being born yesterday.
which he was.
He was, yeah, technically. And then they go from there, don't they? Another thing I want to say, the actor that plays Vision is the actor that does voice for Jarvis. And in this, after they've created that, Tony Stark plugs in a new chip. It says, I thought it said Freddy, apparently it says Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah, I believe you. It says Friday, and
It
it's
doesn't sound like you do.
it's the same function as Jarvis, but it's like an Irish woman's voice.
Yeah, the accent seemed to change.
I
I don't
think-
know whether that
yeah.
was just me or whether it just got more pronounced as the.
Yeah, it did seem to alter slightly. Does that mean Jarvis is out of being Iron Man now because he's now Vision?
I think so.
Although
yeah.
Vision says, "I'm not Jarvis," doesn't he? Because it's not. It's an A. He's an AI.
but altered
but
by
he's
the
not-
mind gen.
Yeah, and he's not. He's an altered Jarvis. Jarvis 2.0, if
Vision.
you will.
I
There
will
probably
not-
is a Jarvis
I will
2.0.
not will. I will
Why
not
won't you?
will that? Yeah, no, it's Jarvis on steroids. On
That's it, yeah.
Infinity Stone steroids.
Infinity Stone steroids.
I don't think Ultron's dead.
He
I
could have
think-
downloaded into anything.
Yeah, I
But
think
no.
what they'll do is if Ant-Man's successful at the box office and people respond well to it, they'll bring Ultron back as a bad guy in that, just because Ant-Man's rogue gallery is pretty terrible. I mean, the villain Yellow Jacket that's coming in the first Ant-Man film was Hank Pym. It
Yeah.
wasn't a proper villain. It was just a suit that he put on. So Ant-Man's villains are nil, basically.
Nil.
So I think they'll bring back Ultron if it's good. If it's not good,
How's Ant-Man gonna beat Ultron?
it'll shrink into him. It'll
I'm
be
sorry,
like
but
a
all-
computer hacky thing.
All of the Avengers had such difficulty with him.
But this would be an Ultron like from the ground up again, trying to
Alright.
rebuild.
I mean,
So-
the only reason they were able to defeat Ultron this time is because Vision grabbed hold of him
and stopped him downloading into
into everything else and just kept him into the robots, didn't he?
Yeah. So it could be just like something like that. Ultron can only build one body or inhabit one body. So
At a time, yeah, something
it
like
might
that, I
be something
suppose.
like that. But that would be good just to bring back Ultron, because he was pretty strong villain, I thought.
Yeah,
Definitely
his way of
strongest one
destroying-
since Loki.
His
I
way
think.
of destroying the Earth, raising the entire town up, then letting it plummet down as a meteor.
That's cunning that is. Why
Yeah.
wait for a meteor when you can make one?
Make your own meteor, yeah.
Homemade meteor.
Surely he could not have just flown into space and he could have just knocked the moon towards the Earth.
I don't think he could have.
He should be able to do that.
He would have had to take the drill up to
Yeah.
the moon.
Yeah, he could carry all of that.
Could he? And all
Maybe.
these little Ultron bots, could they have
Yeah.
survived up there in space? They would
Uh,
have frozen. Could they have survived like Big Quill? You're not human. Oh, I'm mocking you, by the way.
Yes, I know you are. And yeah, Iron Man sorted out the freezing problem, didn't he? The icing problem in the first film.
Yeah, but not the space problem. He's never
Oh,
been
for
to
God's
space.
sake, he will. When they meet the Guardians, he will go to space. I really hope he does.
Yeah, he will. They'll
That'd be
put
pretty
Downey
awesome.
up there.
We could
That's-
survive Marvel Phase 2. Yes or no?
Of course we could.
Of course we
We
could.
could survive anything.
Age of Ultron, watch or not watch?
Watch, yeah.
And watch.
Watch it. Right.
Lovely.
That was the show. Not sure what we're going to do next week. But then again, we never do.
We never do. We'll
Apart
think
from
of
this
a
week,
film.
because we planned it. I hope you enjoyed. Contact information. You can send us an electronic mail at wecouldssurvivethat@gmail.com or tweet us at wecouldssurvive. Also, I'm going to have to start taking down episodes from Podomatic and on iTunes, but you can find them on a little website called Archive. Just search We Could Survive That. So yeah,
What's the
sorry for any inconvenience, but older
What's the,
episodes are on there.
What's the web address for Archive? Is it just www.archive.com?
Archive.org.
.org, yeah.
And type in We Could Survive That, and we'll be there somewhere. That's if you're listening, interested in listening to
That's-
older episodes.
I was going to say, that's just the older episodes. New episodes will continue to go to Podomatic and iTunes,
Yeah.
as the older ones will be moved on to Archive for storage and archiving.
Yes. for historical.
For historical use.
For the archaeologists out there. Right. That's it. That's my bit done. Chris, do your thing.
Thank you, everybody. You have been listening to We Could Survive That, your weekly survival guide to the movies. Thank you for surviving Marvel Phase 2 of us. We will see you next week. Until then, keep on surviving. Goodbye.